Hello, anime and manga enthusiasts. This is Mega Marie coming to you with another manga review video. This series is called Love and Heart. I've mentioned this before in some of my other videos in my hauls. I even did a little bit of a review, but just to give you some backstory, we have two characters here: Yo, which is the girl, and we have Hiruma, which is the guy. Hiruma is in love with Yo. He's a childhood friend of hers that she vaguely remembers, and he pops back into her life just as she's coming home from college after a nasty breakup. She finds him living in her home. He convinces her that he's supposed to be there, that he's been living overseas abroad. Her mom works overseas. Yo is literally grown up as a latchkey kid, and her mom is a corporate ladder. She's climbing the corporate ladder, so there is space for him to get her to believe this. Okay, she's still a little apprehensive, but over time he convinces her and even finds a way to give the impression that her mom is very much on board with this and even arranged it. Um, he's very clever, he's very manipulative, and he's very much good at playing the nice guy role. He ends up convincing people around her, even though they're untrusting of him. He manages to create scenarios and situations that if he can't get them to totally accept him, he creates a distraction in their life so that they can't be a problem for him controlling Yo's life. He does this on a lot of occasions, and he even finds a way to take advantage of the other manipulators in her life that she's unaware of. Okay, I would say that she has one friend whose name is Kuni, and he I'm sorry, Kuni. I think his name is Kuni, Kunie. Kuni, who once he's this is her best friend through high school. Okay, and so he's the closest male relationship that she has. And Kurima doesn't care for that. He wants to have more control. He doesn't like this close relationship. And so he gets into Connie's life and he manipulates it and tries to make a wedge. And that's what you have here in volume 3. Okay. Now, he creates this wedge, but it ends up backfiring. And he ends up having to go into another round of manipulating, bringing in new characters, and taking advantage of people that come into Yo's life that has grievances against her and want to exact some kind of revenge. He ends up playing a lot of people and taking opportunities to play other people, and he is very good at removing people from her life when he feels that they're doing too much of what he wants them to do. He's very good at controlling other people's motives to his benefit. So this this series reminds me a lot of the television show called You. It was originally a Lifetime film, and that film ended up being a Netflix original. I'm sorry, not a film, but television show. In that show, you have a character named Joe who falls in love with a girl, stalks her on social media, finds out as much as he can about her, and then begins a campaign of manipulation around her to control her, the narrative that he wants for the relationship. And his manipulation goes further because he goes into serial killer mode. And in this case, you don't see that. And I don't think you're going to see any killing or serial killer type things going on in here because it is rated teen. This manga is rated teen. But this is more of a tamer version. Still a lot of clever and suspenseful manipulation. And that's why I like it. Even though it doesn't have the extreme violence that It does definitely have some violence, and it's not extreme at all, though, in my opinion. Okay. Some people may not like the idea of the stalker guy. The manipulation they may feel is too toxic. But for people who like thriller, suspense type of manga, this is great. This is just a great manga for that. Um, without the killing, like I say, so far I haven't seen that happen. I don't anticipate seeing it either. But the characters are real written. You have different layers. You got people in her life that are nice and kind, loving, but then you see other characters that are very have various levels of deceitfulness and just poor character as far as just what they how they treat each other. And so the diversity of that is really good because you have some people that are really really bad, some people that are kind of bad. And so but this character, Hirama, he is just good at playing everybody like a fine tune. Okay? He's very good at it. And I can't say enough about how much I enjoy this type of series. And for to enjoy this type of series, this type of suspense, without it having just killing and all the extremes that make other suspense interesting and thrilling, for it to not have that and still keep you so intrigued goes to just the quality of the storytelling and the side stories, and it keeps you guessing. But it always comes back down to Hirama and his ability to control everything. And he's doing it all in the name of love because all of this in his mind is love. Okay, so in his mind, this is love. Now, it is a slow burn as far as finding out more about about his true past. We're getting bits and pieces, and even as Yo tries to get bits and pieces of it, it still doesn't quite come together, and that kind of leaves me always looking for the next volume. So I really enjoyed this. It's been a blast, and I can't wait to get volume 4. So next up, we're going to talk about Darky Day. Oh, sorry, Day Dark, volume 1 and volume 2. Okay. I love this series. This is a fun series. Um, it's about space, and it's about this young man whose bones, he's about 18 years old, and he went to a special school, space school. And in this universe, in this world, okay, you have people that are trying to chase him down, hunt him down, kill him, take his bones, because his bones can, if the legend is, if you gather all his bones, then you can kill him, get his bones, and make a wish. Okay, so you have a lot of people that are aware of this legend. Once they find out who he is, they chase him down and try to take him out. Okay, so along with that, you have his traveling companion, who is a, let's see here. Let me grab one of these books as I talk to y'all about it. Okay, his traveling companion is his, he is, how can you describe it? He's a skeleton buddy, his skeleton buddy. And he has been with him since he was a kid. And he is helping him find out who has put this pretty much bounty on him and how to get rid of it. And along the way, he's fighting different kind of space monsters, different kind of entities in space and creatures. And I've been reading it, and in volume 2, it gets more interesting. It has so many different types of characters. It's it's just a fun read, and I love the darkness of it. I love how, I mean, this art is just amazing to me. It's just a little taste. And the world it creates is just amazing. It's a whole universe. It has science, lots of science in it, and the science makes sense with the fantasy. It gives you real science, but also fantasy to push the story forward. And this seems like, so far you understand what the main conflict is, and then you get all these side conflicts, and then you get all these cool characters with these different abilities, and you're also discovering the functions of this world. And I like stories where there's like a world or a universe, and in it you have these type of creatures, and you have these type of form of travel, and all of these rules of this universe that has to be created and that you discover. And it's a really cool book, cool series. And this is the same creator who created Dorohedoro. And I have that anime too, I'm sorry, that manga as well, and I've watched the anime. And I love the art style. I love the gothic, sci-fi gothic feel of this author and this artist, and it's just amazing. It's just incredible art, and I'm really excited about reading it. And volume 2 has been just as good. It is not a disappointment at all. So with that, those are the manga reviews I have for right now. I'm going to be looking into getting volume 3 of this series and coming back to y'all with another video. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and peace.